The event itself, as I've mentioned before, it's you get a book on the bus on your way out, which has everything in it that what you want. Some people assiduously look at every day and plan what they're doing or what have you. Others, like me, read it just so I understand a bit about it. But then, to be honest, you've got to carry it with you. But I didn't refer to it again because the truth of the matter is, you've got to do it. You know, you know the day ahead of you. You've got checkpoints, and at checkpoints they give you water, and there's support if you want it. My preferred choice was not look at anything, just get through each stage, work to each next checkpoint, pick up my water, use as much as I could, get the electrolyte in there, take a spare one and the strappy bit at the front of the MDS backpack where you can just hold a whole bottle of water, which is 1.5 litres. And then, you know, drink as much as I can, discard the bottle at the place, and then walk straight through and out. And I did that for all of the days. Other people I know could make kind of faster between the stages and then wait there for 10 minutes, tend the feet, get some food and what have you. And that worked for them. But I found generally a steady pace to the checkpoint and go straight through, and that got me through just as fast with less energy use. But at each of the checkpoints there's a smiley face waiting for you, and they check you in, stamp your water badge that you've got, or the little card with all of the water on it, so they know you're there. You've obviously checked in. You've got the transponder on your foot as well, which logs you. And then you've got tents that you can lay in, and medical support, and that's it really. No toilets or anything. And then there's, depending on the day, there's there may be 2 or 3, or there may be on the long day 7. We did the longest ever long day because it's the 30th anniversary, yay, which was 91.7 kilometres, and it was fucking brutal. At the end of it, you are just so exhausted. But the truth of the matter is, it's fine as long as you mentally prepare yourself. It's going to be painful. It's going to be very long. And again, just to me, it was doing a steady pace all the way through it. When you get to night, it's the only night stage. Obviously, you've got head torches, and they put these sticks, glow sticks. There were green glow sticks for the actual route, and everybody had a glow stick on the back which was yellow, so you could tell the difference between the two. But the problem is that if you move away from it, it's very difficult to get back on. And we had sandstorms through the night, which was really challenging because on a bright light and with sand going across, you can't see anything, so you just have to turn the lights off to see where the kind of glow sticks were. But that you then learn to put it on a low setting, and you could see this as long as you're near a glow stick, you can see where other people have walked. Now sandstorms obviously blow that away after time, but it's still, you can see if you're looking along, and you basically follow other people's footprints, unless you obviously are a leader. But then by that time you'll have got there before it got dark. So if you look at that as a kind of strategy to get you through the night, then that would be really helpful. And of course, you've got the checkpoints. You know where you're at. You know where you need to go. You simply work your way through it to the end, and then crash. We just, at the end of it, you fall asleep. You've got the next day off, and that's absolutely fine. You've then got one more marathon to do before you get your medal. And by that time your feet are usually shot. Mine certainly were, and it's just an endurance thing. You've just got to go through it, and to get to the end, and it's emotional at the end, tears and everything, because you've gone through an awful lot. And then the last day, which seems a bit spiteful to be honest, this UNICEF Solidarity Day. By that time you are really knackered, waste, and you still got to do 11 Ks over dunes to get to the buses, and that was a long old event. But it's obviously something that you signed up for, and you've got to remember all the way through, this is a choice that you made. You've paid for it, you've trained for it, and it makes you smile. This is, if anybody else did it, it would be human rights abuse. But because you've chosen to do it yourself, you have to keep that in your mind, and gives you a little ironic smile in the darkest days. Anyway, hopefully that series of little videos have been very useful. If you need anything else, as I said at the beginning, please feel free to email me, simon@webmarketuk.com, and I'll bang you an email back of answering any questions. And good luck and enjoy it. It's an experience of a lifetime, and certainly one that I will not be repeating, but I'm glad I've done it. Glad I've got the memories and the friendship and the medal. Take care. Bye.